Is it rest in peace Call of Duty, or can it be saved? Enthusiasm for Black Ops 6 and Call of Duty is at an all-time low. And with major streamers like Scump publicly stepping back from Call of Duty and ZLaner calling on players not to buy any skins until they fix the game, is Call of Duty really dead, or can it be saved? Today we're going to read your comments and find out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm just a casual gamer trying to make space for you and all the other casual gamers out there. One subscribe goes a long way for new creators like me, and I absolutely appreciate your support. It was amazing to read all of your awesome comments from my previous video talking about the current state of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and what's wrong with the game, all the issues everyone's been having, and there were some really great suggestions on how to fix them. So I thought it'd be cool to pull some of your comments and let's talk about them. By the way, if you haven't seen that video, check it out after watching this one. There's a link at the end and also in the description. So I thought it'd be fair to start off with the first person that commented on the video, and that's FedEx52738. They say, dude, your commentary is spot on. Thank you. Thank you very much. As a casual gamer, I feel the same sentiment as you. Don't even get me started with the stability issues that are plaguing the game. I can't play Nuketown without having massive stuttering and frame drops on my PC, and it's only Nuketown. Also, the game feels so freaking sweaty, especially with the aggressive SBMM. I'm starting to get tired to the point of going back to Modern Warfare 3, as every time I go there, I have more fun. Like you said, the start was amazing, but they are screwing up post-launch support really bad. Hopefully, they fix all the issues before it's too late. By the way, you earned a new sub. Hoping success to you, brother. Thank you so much, FedEx, for the sub. That really does mean a lot to me. So we have some reoccurring issues here with the stability issues and the stuttering and frame rate drops, the skill-based matchmaking, and also the lack of launch support. You know, when you take a look at these issues, individually, they're not like super huge things. They're all things that are like kind of manageable on their own, you know, individually, but altogether over an extended period of time, they can actually do a lot of damage to the game's credibility and playability. Let's just take a look at let's just say the post-launch support. Okay, that to me is something that should be ironed out. Like, there have been so many Call of Duty releases. They should have this thing down to a science on like, okay, typically, you know, it takes us this long to develop. It takes us this long to beta test. We're gonna do a launch around, you know, October, and then really we have between October and Christmas time to iron out any kind of last-minute issues, and then we're rolling right into season 1. Like, that should be a regular expected thing, and it's not. It's just not. They're just not delivering on what Black Ops 6 was marketed to be as a live service game. Plain and simple. Especially when you have such a hot start. Like, this game came out, and I remember watching the beta and everyone playing in DC, and I was just like, wow, this game looks really good. And when I finally got my hands on it and I got to play, I was like, okay, this game feels really good. And the more I played it, the more I liked it, until these issues started arriving and nothing was being done about them. Not even some chit chat. I mean, we got a blurb from Ricochet, and that was it. And no real improvement. So, you know, the post-launch support, being that is a live service game, I think is fundamental to the success of Call of Duty and Black Ops 6, and I think they just need to improve on that. And I think the frustration comes from the, you know, this is not their first game, not even close. I mean, they've been marketing Call of Duty as a live service game for a while now, so they should have their post-launch support down, and I think that's a major issue, you know, that would resolve a lot of grief over, you know, the current state of Call of Duty. And our next comment is from Justin Sane 7832. Thanks for the comment. Cheaters will always be a developer's nightmare and a player's nightmare. It's like hoping Windows and Mac come out with an OS that can't be hacked. It's just not going to happen. Hackers will always find ways around security. People already complain about authenticators and the like. What do people expect? They aren't gods. Laugh out loud. I agree that cheaters are always going to cheat. But I also think that if you have a game like Call of Duty, especially one that's been around for so long, that you got to have some kind of game plan in place for, you know, at least known cheaters. Like it's not hard, like, to understand how people are going to cheat on Call of Duty. You know, they're going to have aimbots, and they're going to have wall hacks, and they're going to have, you know, they're going to be running around bulletproof. And, you know, how do you address those issues? I am not a developer. So as far as like the technical aspect of trying to prevent any new technology from infiltrating the game, I understand that that is impossible. However, trying to be prepared for the known cheats out there, I think is doable. And it's something that I think would make life in the Call of Duty universe, Black Ops 6 for sure, gameplay, much more enjoyable and much less stressful, especially when it comes to ranked play. I like ranked play because it just it adds another challenge to the game, and I think it's fun. It's fun to see where you rank. And I'm not a competitive player at all. I don't do tournaments or anything like that. I just like that aspect of Call of Duty. Something I look forward to, and trying to see where I can rank throughout the seasons. And it's super frustrating. You know, it's frustrating in any mode, you know, whether you're playing just, you know, core or hardcore, or if you're in Warzone and you come across a cheater, and you could be having a great game and it could literally make you just want to turn off the entire game. So being that it has that kind of effect on a player, I think I would be trying everything that I possibly could to address the issue as much as I could. And then after launch, you know, really have a team dedicated to keeping an eye out on what cheaters are doing in the game and addressing those issues as quickly as possible. I'm not saying that they don't have that. I mean, that's what Ricochet is supposed to be doing. And maybe they are. Maybe the timing of it was just really bad with it being over holidays and et cetera. But also, you know, some form of communication other than a one tweet would be nice, and would go a long way into calming some of the frustrations. You know, I think really it's just they don't want to promise something and then not deliver on it. And I think everybody's anticipating the season 2 patch, which is coming up at the end of the month here, to address a lot of these issues. But the fact of the matter is we have no idea. We really don't know because they haven't said anything. And I think that's a problem. You know, you should be as transparent as possible with what you're trying to do about cheaters in your game, in your live service game. It's that important. Like I said, you know, one cheater can completely ruin your experience and make you want to turn the game off and never play it again. And a lot of players are doing that right now. Here's another one from Charlie FE7QH. Yup, a live service game, all right, like McDonald's, where catch-up is extra fee without service, where if you buy this new event, you get double damage given and half received on top of skill-based damage and wall hackers and status icon manipulation. And another from Chris XP9DF. I'm on Battlefield 2042 till then, trying to get ready for the new Battlefield, first time playing games in almost 10 years, so catching up, laugh out loud. Chris, good for you. Welcome back to the fold, my man. And of course, he's referring to the Season 2 update patch I thought this one from Random X Falcon was pretty interesting. In my opinion, Black Ops 6 is dead because, number one, game development is broken. They had 3 years to make the game and broke it with Season 1. Number two, the failed anti-cheat has killed the ranked play that the pros buy the game for, and also casual players like me. Number three, they have given out so many double XP tokens that completing all challenges that are not bugged are done in a couple of months. I'm not sure if that's contributing or not. I kind of like the double XP tokens. What do you guys think? Number four, the move to drive more pay-per-play stuff, including the AI-generated stuff, has killed the community's love of the game. Number five, the chronic camping on every single boring map. And number six, the franchise needs a complete reboot. Not just grab old maps and characters, but a fresh take is needed. Skins and unicorns can't save the franchise. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is so much more fun now with skill-based matchmaking at a minimum. Camping, well, it's Call of Duty and anti-cheat works. Maps feel fresh after the same ones over and over. So he's going back and playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 right now because that game's been out and they've had all that time to address things like skill-based matchmaking and the anti-cheating, fixing the anti-cheats in that game. So he's saying that game's pretty smooth. I haven't really gone back and played Modern Warfare 3 a lot, so I can't really comment on that at the moment, but I will. Maybe I'll make a video. What do you guys, would you like that? You want to see a Modern Warfare 3 video? Let me know. So yeah, development broken. I totally agree with this assessment. I think 3 years to make a game and then the first season comes out and it's just broken. I think, that shouldn't happen. The anti-cheat, we've been talking about that, rank play. As far as giving out double XP tokens too much, I don't know about that. I really like the double XP tokens. I haven't felt like the progression is too easy in this one. I mean, I'm still working on the camo grinds I think I got most of my assault rifles done, and I'm moving on to SMGs, and that's about as far as I've gotten on camo grinds. I mean, if you're just talking about, prestiging and stuff, maybe, but I kind of like the double XP. What do y'all think? Let's see, the move to drive more pay-per-play stuff, including AI-generated stuff. I can see the pay-per-play stuff. Wasn't a fan of the Squid Game content coming out. I just didn't see a lot of value in it. Was it kind of fun? Yeah. Did I like the red light, green light? No, I didn't. Or pentathlon. I didn't think that was super awesome to play. And the winner circle music was the music from Squid Game, and it was really annoying. So I stopped playing it just for that. In chronic camping, I mean, that's just not ever going to go away whatsoever. People like to camp, and they're going to camp, and that's all there is to it. And you just gotta figure out how to gotta get them campers, man. Can't let them camp. You can't let them camp. Then he goes on to say the franchise needs a complete reboot, and this is interesting. This is something that I asked him about, and he was kind enough to expand. So let's take a look and see what his idea for a reboot for the franchise could be. So there's a lot to read here, so I'm definitely gonna paraphrase a bit. And he goes on to say, in his head, the vision of COD would be without zombies and Warzone. It would be well polished, non-futuristic battlefield, and no omni movement. Some more traditional movement like in the previous games. Story mode that is reminiscent of the early franchise, and some of those early, Call of Duty campaigns were amazing. He also references like Medal of Honor, which I thought had good campaigns too. True or close to true milsim, but with experience the devs have acquired over the years. So I'm thinking that's a reference to the turnover at Call of Duty as far as being a developer and not having a chance to work on multiple titles, and if they had some veteran devs on the teams that had experience on some of the previous titles, that a lot of these issues could have gotten resolved. A second team could make a standalone zombies experience, so splitting zombies and Warzone completely. And skins will always be nuts and wacky. He's saying they kind of kill the aesthetic, but people always want a way to be unique at a cost. So he's saying, you know, not necessarily take skins out or anything like that. If Activision or any other company split and started the franchise over again, they would make a killing with profits, release the base COD game for say $45, release the zombies for about the same price and add on the cosmetic prices. Plus the anti-cheat could be added to each, eliminating the pressure to patch as one big move. So what he's basically suggesting is to split them up, make them their own separate thing. Like take zombies, make it its own thing, sell it for $45. Take the Call of Duty base game, make it its own thing, sell that for $45. And then keep Warzone separate. And I would even add that maybe Warzone should not be free anymore. Like maybe that should cost $45. And my reasoning would be that's how you get funding for support, and you're not, you know, sucking the teat of the regular Call of Duty release or relying on a new release just so you have some money to fix Warzone specific issues. You know, if you essentially you separate these three games, you separate all of these three issues, and it makes it easier for budgeting to go in and take care of these issues. You know, Warzone has its own issues. Warzone has its own team. Warzone has its own budget. Instead of like, okay, we have one team that's responsible for fixing all the problems in Warzone, everything in the Call of Duty base game, and everything in zombies. I think it's a good idea. What do you guys think? Would you pay $45 for a Call of Duty base game that had, you know, hardcore core ranked play, and that's it? And would you pay $45 for, you know, an absolutely polished, awesome zombies experience? And would you be willing to pay $45 for Warzone if Warzone was perfect? And this might be a hot take, but I definitely would. I definitely would. I would pay $45 for an awesome Call of Duty base game. I would pay another $45 for Warzone and another $45 for an amazing zombies experience. I just think that the issue that they have is that combining all these three together and worrying about integration and all that is just, it's too much. It's too much for one team to handle. And the issues that we have are unique to each game. Like the Warzone issues are unique to Warzone. The multiplayer issues and ranked play are unique to that. The zombies issues are unique to zombies. And I think that is just the nature of the beast, and we should just accept it and move on. What do you think? You think they should split them up? I think that this is how they fix the game. I truly do. But what do you guys think? You know, is this going to be the future of Call of Duty? How do you see Call of Duty evolving? And do you think they're going to fix all the issues on the patch update for Season 2 on January 28th? Or do you think maybe they'll just fix a few and then kind of see how it goes? Let me know. I mean, truly, let me know. I love reading all of your comments and hearing what you have to say on any and all things Call of Duty, really. I mean, this is why I'm here. I love being a part of this community. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. One subscribe goes a long way for new creators like me, and I absolutely appreciate it. I'm just a casual gamer like you, trying to make space for all the other casual gamers out there, and your support really means the world to me. I hope everyone has a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.